Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I've decided to start a new series in the new city of, the city of New, or the Republic of New Chaosgrad. The reason I'm doing that is, firstly, I seem to be fairly perfectionistic when it comes to these kind of games, so I'm kind of thinking, I did all of this wrong, I need to change some stuff. But really, the predominant reason I'm doing it is because there's new content. Let's have a quick look. If I go to the engineering industry, we now have production lines where we can build vehicles, I believe. Yes, space for vehicles. So we can build vehicles, we can have space for vehicles, all kinds of... So there is now a new vehicle mechanic. So there's a few other things as well that's new, I believe. So certainly these things up here, which I'm guessing is shortcut keys. That's new. I don't think there's much else new in terms of the stuff. That the real big thing is the vehicle industry. So that is something we're going to get to straight away. The other thing that I've started to do, so I haven't actually done anything apart from scour the map to see where we can do some stuff. So I decided this area, which is fairly flat and fairly sizable, can be a good spot for our main town. So actually where we're going to put in some more centralized stuff, like so in the last video, if you kind of remember, we kind of had a little town and it kind of just started growing and growing and growing, maybe more long little towns than anything else. Here I want to do a nice big one and not have all the industry in here, but all the kind of amenities. Oh yes, and so let me just remind you to, so please have a look if you like my content, if you like this, if you want to see this series properly planned out and as we go, please subscribe to the channel, consider subscribing if you enjoy it, and hit that like button. If we can get a few likes, I would so much appreciate it. Okay, so what I've done is I've scoured the map to see where we can do various kind of things. So I found a nice proper oil deposit over here, which can lead into some stuff. So certainly oil deposit, coal deposit, I am so sorry, coal deposit over here. So I'm thinking maybe some power plants or something over here, maybe over here. I was thinking the construction industry over here is a good spot because we can get some proper gravel up here as well. Over here next to this is a good oil field, so we can do the oil industry over here and get some quick wins on getting oil out, shipped out somewhere over here. I think we've got some, a rail connection over here. We've got a power connection over here as well. So yes, we can certainly see about getting some oil out that way. Then I went and looked a little further and we found some very good iron deposits over here. That's pretty good. And so I thought in between the coal and the iron over here is a nice big area for a steel industry. So this will be like the steel town over here. There'll be little towns over here for the iron deposits, little town over here for the coal deposit, maybe in between here for the coal and the oil industry. So we might end up getting a nice big little town going on over there. But the problem that I have over here is that we are going to need to be able to connect all of these towns together, and it needs to be fairly efficient if we are going to want to do our own stuff. I do want us to get something that is going to be self-sufficient. Obviously it won't be self-sufficient at the start. We're starting in the 1960s. And I did set the difficulty, so we are going to have power, but I'm not going to refuel the vehicles, just because I think it just adds a little bit of complexity or tediousness to it actually, and not the complexity so much. So anyway, so the power we're going to do definitely, and then we're going to see how we want to make sure that we have proper rail lines connecting all of these things. So that is something that we're going to be very, very tough on. So I am immediately thinking we need to make sure that we have a rail connection station over here, and that we do the other stuff around the rail, and we run the rail and the road up through here to feed this one, and that we run it up here so that we can get some stuff out over there through the oil industry. And then we'll just have to see how we do it. We can probably do a nice rail interchange and see about running the rail through here plus the road and running it over that way. So that is kind of what I have in mind. So let's plan out our first piece over here. I'm going to try and do centralized amenities as much as possible. So the thing that I found out in the last one that we played was that those amenities was actually quite difficult to give to all the little bits and pieces. So this time I'm going to go with what is this? A shopping center. Ooh, that's pretty big. Let's start off not with a shopping center, but with a train platform. And we have the small one and the big one. So I am looking at definitely squeezing in a nice sizable train platform right over here. Okay, so train platform, there we go. Ooh, it's actually started saying, well, now all of this has to be built, but I'm not auto building, so it should be okay. So the rail platform goes in over there, so we definitely have to leave room for the rail to run up here as well, and I'm hoping it's not too much of a problem. This should be fine. Then I wanted to get our amenities out, so I'm keen on doing it probably this way. Okay, so these guys can walk over that side. Can we get, I am liking the fact that we can get this really close and personal. Okay, so something really close like that. Okay, we'll slot that in there. Are we auto purchasing stuff? Auto purchasing goods, yeah, that's okay. We can auto purchase goods. So that's the one I want to do. Okay, so that one can go in there. Okay, the next piece that I want to do, we don't want to do little bits and pieces of everything. So of course, I'm pretty keen. Let's just get our road. Let's grab this road over here. And what I'm keen on doing is actually running it. So anyway, actually, before we do that, give me some rail. I'm just going to grab the rail. Do a little something like this for the rail so that we make sure that we have some room. And here I'm going to put in a road. It's probably going to go off and build it straight away. Well, not build it straight away. So I'm going to run a road up there and a road. Well, let's extend it a little like that as well. Then we can tie that in there. So that'll all work. There's some other stuff that we can do some warehousing and stuff over here if we wanted to. So we'll see about leaving a little bit of room for stuff like that. Okay, the next piece of the amenities that I'm after is going to be, so we've got a small, we've got the shopping center that provides us with everything we need, really. It provides everything, so we don't need any additional ones. The other piece that we are going to need is the cinema. So if we say we'll do the cinema over here somewhere, okay, and that should give us, well, that'll easily get people to walk there. Okay, so we'll build the cinema. Alternatively, we could try and squeeze it in somewhere like over there. Actually, that's not too bad, because what I'm also thinking is we definitely need, okay, so that's, I think that's an appropriate spot. So we'll get the cinema in over there. The next one I want to do is make sure that we grab the, we need a pub. We'll definitely get a pub as well. What was the other one I wanted? Oh, a bus station. I wanted to do a large bus platform as well, and I thought this area over here, something like this, is probably about the right thing for us to do. Okay, get a bit of a bus platform in there, so that those that's not, so that we can actually run buses into this area as well. We'll make sure that they can walk up that section over there. That's perfect. Give me a pub. I'm almost tempted to squeeze a pub in here. No, we cannot do that. So if we say, where can we squeeze a pub? So the one thing that we definitely want to do is squeeze a pub in here somewhere, so that it's also quite close to the bus platform. Shall we, can we get it in here? Is it a little tight for us to get it in here? I was hoping we could actually get it in there. I want to keep it nice and close so that everybody can get to where they want to go quite quickly. And now that I'm thinking about it, can I actually get rid of this? No, we don't want to demolish that. No, we don't want to demolish that. Let's leave that in place. Let's try and squeeze in the pub over here, and then what we'll do, I'm gonna try so something like the pub over here is something that I like. So let's try just a little closer, something like this, something like this. Oh, we just had it. There we have it. So now I want to try and see if we can squeeze the rail in there again. So please tie in there, and yeah, we're gonna get it through there, no problem. No problem. So the rail is going to go through there. Excellent. So that is good stuff. So that is fine. So our basics are in here. On the other side, well, let's actually get, should we get the rail first? Okay. On the other side, and I'm kind of tempted, maybe what we do is we actually run a road. Well, okay. What I'm going to do here is let's get some of these stuff. Okay, so let's get one of those over there, and this one over here on this side. Okay, we'll do a little something like that, and then I'm gonna run a road. Yeah, I think that is just about right, and we'll run a road in there. I think that is pretty good. Okay, let us say go ahead and build that. We will start slowly getting the stuff built. So these things are in there. We definitely need to do all the pedestrian paths and things like that. Now, I am tempted. Now we need a school, right? The next thing we're going to need now is to make sure people have. So the other amenities we're going to need, but these I'm kind of thinking needs to be a little closer to hostels. This needs to be a little closer to the to where the people are actually living. But what we'll do, wow, they're pretty big actually. Didn't actually remember them being this big. So I'm kind of thinking a kindergarten over here could be helpful, with a school across the way over here somewhere. Okay. Okay, a little something like that. There we go. Okay, now before we go and do all kinds of other stuff, I want to get the basic walkways in place, and we're just going to start with these bits and pieces. So what I'm keen on, maybe do a little something like that. What is that actually? That's just, so a little something like this, something through over there. I definitely want to see about getting one or two of these things in place. Potentially straight onto there. I don't know, something like this. Ooh, that's not quite right. Actually, what we want to do is we want to cut that across there. We want to tie in over that way. We want to definitely do something like this. Make sure we tie all of these things together. Something like that, I'm thinking, is pretty good. Okay, so tie in there. Come on. See, this is why you always do this kind of in a like planning mode, because if you don't, you end up with this stuff. So let's oh, and this is not even planning mode, to be honest. Okay, let's try that one more time. If we run it up here, for instance, we should be able to tie in. Okay, no, we cannot. So this is where it's a little tight. So I'm thinking what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to run something that does like this, right? So that we can tie in there, we can tie in over here. Excellent, excellent. A building is in the way. That's not great. Can we try this piece again? Oh yeah. Anyway, that's perfect. Anyway, so we've got that tied in over there. I don't know if over here. We just need to tie in over here like that, so they can start connecting up, getting to all of these places. We definitely want some sort of, come on, can we just get it caught in the middle over there? Excellent, something like that, so you can actually walk there. Similarly, I want to be able to walk up here. That's pretty good. So now as all of this is connected, I'm going to definitely run straight through there. We definitely want to tie this in over that way. Perfect. So now all of that's good. We're going to need some stuff happening over here as well. So let's say we start off like this. Actually, we can do something like that. Then what we'll do is we'll do that, and of course that's not going to work. Let's tie this one in there, that one in there. Okay, now let's trim this one back a little, and let's see about tying in like so. Oh, perfect. So it's a little funny, the walkways and stuff like that, but at least we're gonna get the right idea going on over here. So we've got tons of these little crossings going on everywhere. That's perfect. You can do a little bit of that. Excellent, excellent. So that's okay. So now all of this is kind of tied in together. So that is our basic amenities right there. Let's quickly just gonna get all the rail to get built. I'm gonna grab another piece of rail over here, and we're gonna do this. We don't want the rail too close to the road though, so that's fine, and let's do that. Let's end that one over there. So there we go. That's the basics right there. Oh my goodness, we've got a fair bit of time already got put into this. Okay, school. The next things we're gonna start looking at, and I'm kind of tempted to do it over here somewhere, it's still pretty close to everything, is a bit of a hospital. And yeah, so if we run a little something like this over here, okay, and I don't necessarily want everything to be right next to each other, but okay, so we'll do something like that. Then we'll go and what is this? So we need no universities just yet. We'll get to that later, but I don't think that's a day one requirement. I'd rather us get to stuff like the fire station, which is going to be really, really important for us to tie into kind of immediately. Why do we need to get all of these things tied in straight away over there? I don't quite get it. So we'll do a little are we getting a little too close, too far from the from this? Maybe we should be putting it in over here somewhere. We definitely need some place for these guys to be walking by, right? Just see where I can get people to walk from the bus station to here, right? There we go. So what we'll do is I'm just going to squeeze in the fire station over here. Okay, that should be good. And the hospital, on the other hand, I'm gonna try and get that. Okay, so the hospital I'll just squeeze in. Maybe that's a little not the right kind of angle that we want. We'll just do the hospital right over here. There should be some stuff here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's going to be our starting point. Let's click get our roads to do that. Perfect. Now, okay, what am I going to do with some initial housing? So I want to do some housing around this. The one thing that we can feed straight into here is some form of warehouse or something like that. I'll leave this spot open for now, even though I know later you're going to struggle to get stuff in here. Let's have a quick look. Okay, let's grab some roads instead, and let's squeeze in some more roads so that we can actually start. So let's do a nice, fairly sizable block like that. Okay, and I'm tempted that we kind of try and run this way, and then I'm kind of wondering whether we slowly start to do a little something like this instead, so it's a little bit more of a natural. My goodness, that is, it's not the right tool to be doing this kind of stuff with, but yeah, anyway, it's a little bit more natural to do a little, so it's not completely grid-like all the time, and I don't want to interrupt the rail too many times anyway, so the town feels like it's going to grow into this direction a little bit more. So for this guy, we'll see how something like that is probably the best way to deal with it. We'll tie you in over here. That is tied in. This has already got an access point. All of these access points are already sorted out. Shall we build the road, or shall we grab some residential pieces as well? Let's grab some residential pieces. I'm tempted to do the really big ones because this is close to all the stuff. If we can build some really big ones over here. Oh, the one thing that I'm missing before I get to that is we need power. We need an electric substation pretty central over here. Actually, you know what the spot is like where we're gonna do this. If only we can squeeze it in, otherwise it'll have to go on this side. There we go. That substation actually reaches everything. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay, substation over here. Like so. We'll tie in all the stuff. Okay, so we'll have all of this powered, even though I can't buy power over here, but what we'll do is we'll run power over the top on this side or from that side. No, that might be a little far away. We'll run it from that one at the bottom over there. We'll run some power in there. Okay, so we've got our power over there. So let's see if we go and say, now let's grab some of these guys. How many workers? The 189s, right? They're the biggest ones, with some good prefab panel work, like so. So what I'm tempted to do is squeeze them in here, and we can get some pretty big ones like that. So here I want to get citizens for them, and we'll buy it with rubles. That gets pretty pricey pretty quickly, but at the moment I don't think we have any other options to do that. So what I'll do is I will actually, let's do it like this. Okay, yeah, I want to do it like this. So we'll do, can we do 1, 2, and we'll do kind of 3, 3, 4, just a little something like that, so we can run stuff in between. What I want to do is I want to get rid of some of these. I don't want all of this, so let's just cancel that. Thank you. I don't need all of these. I don't quite know why they have all of them. I just really need like one. Yeah, we'll do a bit of a road on here. We'll do some paths on that side, so that's at least So it's like 300, 600, probably 777, 777, 700, 750 or something like that. We will do a little bit more on this side, and again I'm gonna go with the nice big ones. We probably actually we can probably do we could, you know what I want, maybe what we could do is we could just do one standard set of roads. Oh yeah, we need a road to run through from there, so let's trim that one in pretty close over there. Well, why are you being problematic? Left mouse button to flatten the terrain. We need a free. Okay, that's fine. So we can't actually get straight onto that. We want to do another one, kind of something like this over there. And then we can also do probably another one over here. Oh, we cannot. Really? Okay, maybe what we do is let's cancel this one. And let's start it out from the other side. No. Oh, it is cancelled. So I'll need to run it. There we go. Run it and pause it. And now let's try that one more time. A nice big one. Oh, it's probably this guy that's been problematic for me. Okay, so if we do that, how close can we get this? Yeah, something like that is probably about right. Ooh, that'll just work. And then we can probably squeeze in a few other things in here. Okay, let's go back. Let's get rid of some of these. We honestly don't need all of that. And all of that. Okay, and I'm going to trim back at least one of those as well. Okay, now give me the road quickly, and let's see about threading the needle over there. And that's good planning. That is good planning. So let's trim that one in there. We're gonna look into providing an access over here and an access over there. That one has already got its access. We're gonna need to do some walking areas for the people so that they can get everywhere they want to go. That's gonna be good. We're gonna need a little bit more in terms of housing over here. So let's see if we can get something that's a little smaller, maybe. How about these guys? Yeah, we're probably going to be able to do... I was hoping we can do 2, right? Okay, how close can we get it on? See, this is the issue with this game, really. Oh, you know what? Let's do it over here, and then we'll do some other sporting facilities right there. Excellent. So we'll do that. I'm gonna trim back this one. That one's not really necessary. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab one more of these sporting fields or things over here. Where are they? There they go. Get the tennis court in here somewhere. We cannot get the tennis court in somewhere, can we? Oh, what we'll do then is we'll get the tennis court over here. Tennis court over there. We'll get this field on this side. That's pretty good, right, like so. Excellent. There we go, guys. That is going to be our first episode. I realize we haven't achieved much. I will actually maybe let's start by getting some of the basics constructed. So what we're going to do is we are just going to fund that, and we're going to fund some of these. I know there's tons of stuff that needs to be funded ASAP. Okay, so let's just get our basics in place. Okay, so then we're going to need to get a construction yard and all those kind of things needs to get in there as well. So if we start doing that, we can see some of the stuff popping in. Okay, excellent. So that's being built using our rubles over here, which is exactly what we're trying to do. So the rail station probably not going to be used straight away, so let's just slow, but I do need the rail to be in place and things to actually work. So let's build this one. It's all pretty pricey at the moment for us to get all of this up and running. Okay, those are the basics. I'm thinking we need some of these. They are pretty cheap actually. Okay, we definitely need, okay, let's get the school up and running. We'll get the pub up and running. We need, oh, this is the cinema. It's not the school. The school and the kindergarten over there. All of this is kind of starting to happen. Let's fill in some of these. That one over here, over there. That's starting to work. We'll get these ones up and running. Immediately, we're just going to need people to actually be able to walk to where they want to go. It's not fun stuff with dollars until we have an ability to get some dollars. Okay, those pieces are in there. This is the hospital. Let's grab the fire station. I think that's pretty important. Let's get some more roads up and running over here. Excellent. So that's the starting point, right? And we're definitely gonna go self-sufficient in this game. At the moment, it's just unfortunate that not unfortunate. At the moment, we just need to make sure that we get everything we need. So the next step is for us to open up our first round of places where people can actually. So let's pause the game. Let's have a look. So all of this is actually, we are actually buying stuff, right? Yeah, okay, so the game has gone on just about long enough. I will, in between episodes, quickly run in some power from over here so that we do have power straight away. And then we're going to get our first people up and running and we'll see stuff going on. And then we'll probably move towards the coal mining industry. So I'm going to try and do little bits and pieces in between. Tell me in the comments whether you want me to do more or less in between episodes so that you kind of only have the recaps like I kind of did with the previous series. I think there's so much that happens in this game. Maybe the recaps is a little bit more appropriate than actually doing everything on camera. But you tell me what you want to see. I think this setup is gonna work pretty well. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything in here right now. If I am, tell me in the comments, as I'm sure you've already done. Okay, thank you so much for watching. As this is a new series, I would really appreciate you telling me what you think in the comments. If you like it, hit that button. I would appreciate you doing that so that you can tell me whether this is something that you're interested in seeing or not. And of course, as always, subscribe to the channel if you do like the stuff that I do. Thank you. Bye-bye.